After you have added the extension Screencastify and finalized your Google Slides presentation with notes for each slide, you're ready to make your screencast. The first thing you should do is have one person open up a tab with your group's Google slideshow. So you can see I have my slideshow open here. You want to make sure that your slideshow is open to slide number 1 where you're going to be starting. You want to click on the drop-down menu next to Present. From here, you'll see an option that says Presenter View. Click on Presenter View. You'll notice that a new little window will open. It may default to Audience Tools, so you want to click on Speaker Notes. Speaker Notes kind of acts like a remote, which allows you to move from slide to slide, and it also allows you to see your notes. So in this case, it says slide 1 of 3, and I can see that these are the notes that were at the bottom of my slideshow that I included when I was creating my slideshow. So now I want to click on the Screencastify extension because I want to start building my screencast. So here I'll click on the film strip, and I'll get that little drop-down menu. I want to make sure that it's setting to tab, so yours might be defaulting to desktop, but you want it to be under tab. You also want the microphone to be selected with a pink check mark next to it, and you also want it to say default here. When you're ready to record, you're going to click on tab. You're going to hear a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and at the end of that countdown, your screencast will have begun. As the countdown begins, you want to click back over to your speaker notes. So you want to make sure those are right behind. So here's my speaker notes, and I'm going to be ready to go. So what I'm going to do is when I click record, I'm going to go back to my speaker notes, and I will be able to screencast what's on my screen, but not including this window here with my presentation view speaker notes. And from here, I can toggle between my slides. So let's see what that looks like. Going back to Screencast, making sure the microphone is set to default, click Record tab.
3, 2, 1.
There's my countdown. Click back over to my speaker notes, and I'm going to begin my presentation. Acceptable use policy is important at Curtis. Students should be reminding themselves about AUP every single day and making good choices. Now, I'm going to move on to slide 2. When you worked with Officer Hutchison last year in 5th grade, he reminded you often about appropriate online posting. Now, if it's someone else's turn to present, what I would do is click back over. Notice that there's a red recording bar on the extension, and I'm going to click pause. This way, I now can allow someone else to go in and do the recording so that if it's someone else's turn and they're going to read their slide. Once all group members have recorded, you're then going to click on End Recording. This will bring you to a new tab. There's my countdown. Click back over to my speaker, and you'll see that it was previewing my screencast that I had just created. And notice that you don't see the speaker notes because they were in a different layer above the screencast that was happening. So you're able to review your video here, make sure that everyone in your group approves that it looks great, and now you're going to then save it to your Google Drive. And to do that, you're going to click on Google Drive, and it will automatically be sent over to your Google Drive. And you'll probably have a few minutes where you have to wait to process the video. It takes a minute or two. But once you're done with that, you want to make sure that you go in and that you click on the little 3 dots and you click on Share, and you add it with your teacher and your other group members. So please make sure that you share with all of your group members and your teacher so that everybody has access to the screencast.